Hold on, I'm missing a paw. He fucked me with a toothbrush. Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Bolt. And, what's up? So basically, I need more light. That's what I need right now. I like how a lot of furry YouTubers and YouTubers in general just like buy a bunch of lights. You know what? I'm balling on a budget. I'm using natural light because I think it looks better. No offense. My room is a fucking mess because I'm in the process of moving, by the way. Anyways, speaking of that, since I'm moving soon, I am kind of going through all my stuff. And I'm uncovering things that I've forgotten that I have. And you know what I found? I found a folder with a bunch of my old furry art. Unfortunately, I'm not going to talk about it. If you want me to talk about it, just throw this video a like and I'll do it. No, I'm kidding. I might do it in the future. But I had a big overwhelming feel of me as a younger fur. If you guys are new to my channel, you guys might not know, but I talk about this a lot. Me as a younger fur. I've been in the furry fandom since I was about 12. And I'm 20. Fuck. So I've been in the fandom for about 8 years or so. And I've changed dramatically because, like, it's weird, okay? As a younger fur, I had many aspirations of what I wanted from this fandom. And being in the fandom for 8 years, I have seen aspirations die, aspirations grow. I've changed as a furry, as a person. So I'm going to talk to you guys about aspirations I had as a younger fur. Alright, so basically, let's start from the beginning. When I was a younger fur, I didn't have a fursuit, I didn't have a Twitter, I didn't really have a character. I roleplayed as the Bolt the Superdog. We all fucking know I was the worst. Around this time, I was very into roleplay, okay? I roleplayed every day. I was the best. I loved to roleplay. I met my first boyfriend through roleplaying, but, I used to only roleplay sex. I used to only roleplay YYYyyyy. And, I don't know, it was weird, because that's the only reason why I was in the fandom. I don't really consider that in the fandom. But I mean, I'm roleplaying as a dog fucking, so like I kinda have to. I remember it being so odd roleplaying sex just because at the time, I had never had sex. So I was kind of roleplaying what I thought sex was, which is weird in itself. It's really funny though, because when I got out of the roleplay community and then back into the roleplay community, I can't roleplay sex at all. Like, I've obviously had sex, but like, I just can't write scenarios of fucking. It just doesn't process in my brain correctly. Anyway, so, younger fur, fine, whatever. I'm gonna talk about when I was 15 or 16. So around that time, I was very depressed. I was, it's gonna get dark here for a second. Trigger warning, trigger warning. Basically, I was very depressed. I was suicidal. I cut myself, this, that. I was a very depressed human being, and I went to the furry fandom for, I don't know, comfort. I wanted to meet friends. I felt very alone. Thing was, I wasn't fucking alone. I had so many IRL friends, but none of them knew I was a furry. So I kind of tried branching out and trying to find new furry friends. Most of my friends were into like anime and My Little Pony and this, that, whatever. I used to be a brony, fun fact, but like that's beside the point. Basically, I was on the internet trying to find just some furry friends, you know? So eventually I came to Vine. When I was on Vine, at the very beginning of Vine, I joined Vine a week after it came out on the App Store. So like I think it was like late 2014, no, beginning of 2015, I believe. Because I made an app, the last day, my first Vine was me on the last day of like 10th or 11th grade. Just walking out, I walked out of my last class, I was like, fuck this, I'm going home. Like I was... I made Vine. It was great. I was on Vine from the get-go, and at the time, I didn't have a fursuit. That summer, though, 10th grade, because I didn't get a fursuit until I was 16. Anyway, so I walked out of my 10th grade class, just like, fuck this, whatever. The following, that same year, 2013, I think, I got my first suit. I think it was 2013. I'll try to figure out what year it was. Anyway, that unboxing video is long fucking gone. You can't see it, it's locked. I remember when I got a first suit, my first instinct was, I want to be PopUFur. I want to be the best furry in the fandom. At the time, fursuiters like, Cosmic Wolfie, who the fuck else? I don't really know. I forget what fursuiters were like big and all around. I had the aspiration to become PopUFur in the furry fandom. When I recorded that Vine, I was like, this is gonna be my starring moment. This is gonna blow up. This is gonna be trending in the furry fandom community. I'm gonna be a star. Essentially, no one watched my Vines for a hot while, so that was really cool. I remember around that time, I was kind of looking through different communities in the fandom, and I was also watching furry YouTubers, because the only furry YouTubers at the very beginning was like, all that I could remember is like, Differently, and Taylor, I forget their name, but like, there weren't as many content creators on YouTube as there were, like, as there is now, you know? YouTube furs only recently started like getting fucking everywhere. Like, there weren't this many furry YouTubers like 3 years ago. This is all new, okay? We're all trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So basically, I remember being on YouTube and what was his name? Sky. I had only gone to one convention for Apocalypse, and so all these other conventions were like so I was like, I could never go to these. I'm just a young boy living in Long Island, New York. I can't do it. I remember watching a furry dance video of Sky. I'll put it right here.
Initiated system reboot.
I remember watching that and sitting down in my fursuit, looking in the mirror and just saying, I'm gonna be a fursuit dancer. I'm gonna show everyone what talents I have. So that was the beginning of my fursuit dancing career, which I'll put, I deleted all the videos because it was really bad, but I used to dance in fursuit. I used to pop, lock, drop it low to the floor. I thought I was good. Not many people watched the video, so thankfully, if you've been here since the beginning, there might be witnesses, but I have a few clips of me trying to be a fursuit dancer. So when that didn't work out, I was like, I'm gonna be PopUFur on YouTube. Bitch, I've been here. I've been out here, right? I've been doing this since like 2013. I've been out here. I just wasn't successful. Back to Vine. I was on Vine for like 2.5 years or so. But, because Vine ended in what, 2016? So when the furry dance thing, I didn't really give up. I just stopped doing the dancing. Because it wasn't really dancing, it was just me like kind of wiggling around having a good time. Oh, I wasn't good at fursuit dancing. I made a tweet a while ago saying, hey, for 100 retweets, I'll enter in the Anthrocon Dance Competition 2017. And a dancer fur was like, guys, that's not how this fucking works. You have to audition. You can't just fucking enter the dance comp and win, and some other bullshit like that. And listen, I know that's how it works. It was a joke. But honestly, I was like, so, like, me verbally was like, this is a joke, you guys. Don't even worry about it. But me inside, the 15-year-old in this heart was like, now is my chance. This is where my fame starts, you guys. I'm gonna be the next furry dancer. All in all, I never did it. I remember once when I was at a convention when I was in Fur Fright 2015. I went to this panel that was like, oh, fursuit dancers. And I'm like, this is where I make connections into the dance fur community. And I could really branch out and show people what I got. And the panel was just people dancing to the song Thriller. What was his name? JD Puppy, I think it was, who was hosting it. And I remember there was this one dude at the panel. I didn't go Friday. I went Saturday only. And the panel was a Friday panel and a Saturday panel. And this dude went to both panels, and I was at the, whoa! I was at the, what was it? I was at the Saturday panel, and the panel had already happened the day before. But there was this one dude who went to the Friday panel and the Saturday panel. And I remember he was like, oh my god, JD fucking cried last panel. And this was just like at the panel, so everyone's just like, haha, okay. So JD, I think he heard it, but he tried to ignore it. So this other fucking furry was like, haha, you cried yesterday during the panel because you were stressed, right? And JD just kept his fucking face straight as a board, ignoring him, and it was like iconic. I think about it a lot, actually. Like, what a fucking dick. Anyway, so at that convention, I remember I learned the entire dance to Thriller as my dad sat on a chair in the corner and just watched his son dance in an animal costume. It was actually great. I remember everyone who danced in that panel had an opportunity to dance in the dance competition. Like, not like competing, but like, oh, here's a little slideshow. Oh, these furries dancing the Thriller. I was like, this is my chance to show everyone what I got. This is my time. All in all, I forgot that it was going on. I missed it. I remember I was sitting at the dance comp, and they were like, all right, and now these furries are gonna dance to Thriller. Come on out, guys. And I was like, fuck. So that's kind of how my dance career ended. I've not danced since because it was very discouraging. So that aspiration completely dead. I didn't really mention this, but as a younger fur, I used to try to be an artist, and all my art was traced. If you guys want me to, I found all that art. Like I said, I'm moving, I'm going through shit. I found all that art, but I need a whole nother video for that. So if you want a video on that, like, comment, and subscribe. My aspiration on Vine was to be Vine famous. I was like, I'm gonna be the next face of Vine in the furry community. I'm gonna make Vines, I'm gonna do great, and it was good for a while. I think I had, before Vine ended, I had like 5,000 followers, and that was like amazing to me, because on Twitter and shit, I only had like, what, 400 maybe? And I know that sounds so pompous to me to be like, I only had 400. But me, being this egotistical asshole, was like, I only have 5,000 followers. I remember for a hot minute, in the very early stages of the Vine community and the furry fandom, I was like at the top. Like, I had the most followers in the Vine community. I'd make a Vine, and it'd be the top trending on the hashtag furries, hashtag furry, hashtag furry fandom. And I was living. I think the next furry viner that got really big was Kiro, then Busy, then Majira, and then there was a bunch others that I don't remember. Oh, Cosmic was there having a great fucking time. I remember, no shade to Cosmic. This happened so long ago that, like, it's whatever. Also, it wasn't really my idea, I copied it. There used to be a Vine trend that was like, I'll show you it right now. I don't have a clip, never mind. So basically the Vine trend was like this. You'd be standing like, you'd be like singing the song like, I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Like the cool, that was the fucking trend. And I remember I made that a hot while ago. I have a little clip of it from a video I did, I talked about it. Oh, I might have it actually. Give me a minute. If I had it, I'd put it right there. But anyway, that was a trend, and I remember I did it, and I didn't really like how my face was on, like, it was like the thumbnail, so I deleted it. I was like, whatever, it's fine, and whatever, that's gone. So I think like a month or two later, Cosmic made the exact same fucking Vine, and if you guys don't know, that Vine blew the fuck up. It was trending like outside the furry fan. It was trending in normie land. And you can still Google it, you find it. It's in like 1.5 billion cringe comps, 1.5 billion Vine compilations. It's everywhere, and it started a fucking trend in the furry community. And me from a distance was like, hey, I did that. But also, I can't really say like I made it, because it was created after another Vine. But deep down in my heart, I was like, I did it first. But I no shade to Cosmic. I love that dude. He's fucking great. But me as like a dumb 16-year-old was like, Cosmic. But I was like the worst person ever. I'm surprised I wasn't doxxed as a fucking child. So, I was doing well on Vine. I was getting likes. I was getting refines. I was networking out. I never had a brand deal. Speaking of that, I remember there was this kid. I'm gonna call him Dandrift. So there was this furry named Dandrift the Wolf, and I remember this one Vine. I was on Vine 24/7, just refreshing my page, refreshing the furry tag, whatever. I was like, if I could have been an admin for Vine, I would have done fucking amazing. Anyway, so I remember there's Dandrift. He and I did not get along very well. We got in a few fights on Vine. It was good. And I remember he posted this one Vine where he's in his fursuit, I think. No. Yeah, I think he's out of fursuit. And he's just downing a thing of Tic Tacs. And he slams it on the table. It's like, Tic Tac. Something, something. And he made it look, he put parentheses, sponsored. And then he immediately deleted it. And I laughed so hard and because I'm petty as fuck. I used to call people out for unfollowing me. I was the worst. I remember I VM'd him and I was like, you weren't sponsored by Tic Tacs, you fucking idiot. And I think he blocked me. I don't really remember. I know it was blocked for a while. But like, I was the worst. So just as I was getting very comfortable on Vine, everyone started surpassing me in followers. But like, everyone was like cool, we were all good friends, so it didn't really matter at that point. And around that time, I just stopped caring as much about followers and just kind of was here for a ride. Like I am now. I honestly don't really look at followers, I'm just here to have a good fucking time. Just as I was having the best time of my life on Vine. The Vine announces that they're fucking November 29th, I think it was, that they're shutting down the app. And that's when my entire life collapsed. Because, like I said before, I wanted to be a furry viner for life. Like, I saw all these IRL viners. Like, I was into, like, Zayden Heath, fucking, David Dobrik, fucking Gabby Show, fucking all these, like, viners. And also, there's normie viners and the furry viners. I was into all of them. And then all of it was just going away. It was gone. Collapsed. End of story. So, what do? I picked up YouTube again. So I was kind of making YouTube videos during Vine, but Vine was my top priority. I would make maybe one YouTube video every 6 months, and I'd post like 7 Vines every 2 days. Like, it was the worst, but the best. So as Vine kind of neared an end, I slowly drifted away from Vine into YouTube. So that is another aspiration that has plummeted to the dark abyss of hell. And from there, I am here. And you guys know the rest. Basically, all in all, I set out to be a poppy fur. And I've more or less become the most popular furry in the fandom. I had to fucking bust my fucking balls with Vines just to get like 50 followers. It was intense, but I feel like it was worth it. I didn't become the Vine famous furry that I wanted to be. I'm not the furry YouTuber that I set out to be when I was like 15 that gave up on. I've made so many friends in this fandom because of all these failed attempts at trying to be the best. But all in all, I don't need to be the best. I have so many friends, so many experiences, that it doesn't fucking matter, you know? All in all, I'm just here to have a good time, get fucked. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about. I hit my arm in the wall. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I make new videos whenever I want. Also, if you want to throw me a coffee, do that. Leave your Discord name in the description of the... No, what is it? Leave your Discord name in the note, and I will add you to the Discord chat. I just found out I can thank people for coffees. So, if you give me a coffee and don't leave your name, I'm gonna hit you up and say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Give me your Discord. And if you don't want to join the Discord, that's fine. I don't really care that much. I kind of do, because I want to give you guys something, but like, it's also like whatever, you know? Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later. Goodbye. But no, yeah, I am the best furry in the furry fandom. Goodbye.